Alright, hey everyone, this is Ash. Welcome back to the King's Speech. So I just finished recording my channel update video with a little bit of info about, what's upcoming on the channel, things like that. So if you want to check that out, that should hopefully have dropped before this video did. And I know I'm a little bit later than I wanted to be, but unfortunately got sidetracked the last couple of weeks. But I have not forgotten about it, so today we're going to be diving back into my Yona of the Dawn read-throughs, as we're going to finish off Volume 5. And hopefully, maybe this weekend, depending on timing and everything else, I will also try to get through Volume 6 as well. If at least the first half of Volume 6 I'll try to get to this weekend as well. If not, expect a long read-through video just recapping the entire volume next week as well. So without further ado, let us dive into Yona of the Dawn, Volume 5, Chapter 26, as Huck has gone into the Earth Kingdom town, and he has met the handsome, mysterious stranger as they were rescuing a woman from the corrupt local officials. And you have them both looking at each other going, huh? Who are you? And Huck thinks back to Yun saying, be really careful, okay? Try not to make a scene. And Huck's got his oh shit face. He's like, sorry, Yun. Got carried away. As you see, Chapter 27, the third dragon, as I suspected. And you see a little descriptor on the fallen official going, flattened. And the other one pulls out a knife and goes, you, don't think that you two are going to get away with this. And he tries to rush him with the sword, as Huck just kind of waves his hand to try to ease the sting out of him after he punched the guy in the face. So Huck's just like, as he just casually slaps the sword out of the guy's hand, as the third dragon, the unknown dragon, just kicks him in the midsection, sends him flying back with a slam. And the mysterious third dragon goes, you manhandle a woman and then get angry at us? Go learn some manners. And Huck's just observing him as he's going, this guy's going easy on him, but his footwork's amazing. He's no ordinary person. And you see a tromp, and someone goes, what's going on here? What's the commotion? And you see Huck going, awkward. The green dragon's like, oh dear. And he grabs the woman and goes, let's make a run for it. Come with us. And you see, hold it, stop. And you see another one of the officials trying to come out from behind the building to try to stop them. And Huck just slams a fist into his face as he goes, you're in my way. You see the green dragon is watching this, as you see a whee as the whistles are sounding. And so the third dragon goes, so, are you a soldier? You fight like you've had good training. And Huck's like, nope, I'm an average traveler. The third dragon goes, a traveler, hmm? And Huck goes, and you? You're uncommonly good. And you see him just doing the Baishon and kind of glittering face as he's like, oh, I'm not common and I'm good looking? And you see him gleam. Huck's like, that's not what I said. And he goes, looks like we lost him. And the green dragon stops for a second as something's caught his attention. And he goes, I'm so sorry. I'd love to spend more time with you, but I must be off. And he gallantly kisses her hand as Huck's like, hey, ask this the third dragon then tells Huck, the lady, ask this kind man to take you home. And Huck's like, hey, wait. I don't know my way around that well. And as he's looking around, trying to find his bearings, the mysterious dragon has disappeared. And Huck goes, great, he's gone. Who the hell was that guy? You see kind of a bird's eye shot of the roofs and the buildings in the city, as you see a whoosh, as you see the third dragon is bouncing over the rooftops heading towards the harbor, and he lands on a ship with a giant thud. And you see this mysterious old lady smoking a pipe going, can't you ever come back quietly, Jaeha? So look at the old lady and the dragon as he's landing on the ship. Jaeha goes, I thought it was a splendid return, Captain Gi-Gan. And the captain goes, do you even hear yourself, kid? I'm the one who pays when you show off. And Jaeha goes, I was in a bit of a rush. And Gi-Gan goes, oh, more trouble with the authorities? And Jaeha goes, well, yes, but I sensed a more ominous presence. And Gi-Gan goes, oh, like the ones you once told me about? And Jaeha goes, yeah, I think it's safe to say the white dragon and the blue dragon are paying this town a visit. And then we go switch back to Yuna, who goes, what? You didn't buy anything? Why'd we even bother sending you? You're useless. And Huck's just trying to wave it off. I was like, sorry, there weren't any decent shops. And Yuna's like, guess we can't rely on Thunder Beast. We're going into town tomorrow. And Yuna's all excited, and she's like, yay! And Huck goes, for now, I'd better keep quiet about hitting those officials. I don't know what the situation is in town. And you see Sinha just kind of staring off into the distance, off the cliffs at the boats out in the sea. And, oh God, why am I forgetting names today? Gija comes up behind him and goes, Sinha, do you sense it too? And Sinha goes, the green dragon is out across the water. And you see on Captain Gi-Gan's ship that someone's playing beautiful melodic music. And you see that the third dragon seated cross-legged on the ship's on the deck as he's playing an instrument, which I will have to look up what it is because I don't know what it is, but it looks similar to a sitar or a shamisen. It's kind of the same kind of stringed instrument. We have next morning. Let's see. The direction and Gija and Sinha indicated places the green dragon near the shoreline. On the outskirts of town. So he's not in, and then Yun's like, so he's not in town at all? It's too bad. It's like, yeah. Huck goes, there probably won't be local officials in that area, so things should be okay. He goes, I'm going to head off on my own. And you hear, huh? And he goes, and then he looks at you and goes, White Snake, hang on to this, will you? I want to look at weapons in town. I'm the only one here who knows that stuff. As he hands off his spear to Yun, who's protesting, going, why me? And then Yona comes up behind her and goes, Huck. He kind of just pats her on the head fondly. As he goes, if the officials from yesterday see me with the others, they'll know we're together and that'll put everyone in danger. And Yun goes, make sure you get the shopping done this time. And he's like, right. And you see as the rest of the group is waiting, Yun comments, Thunder Beast is acting funny. He's like, how so? It's like he's hiding something. Usually he sticks as close to you as he can, so why'd he go off by himself? And Yona's like, it just shows how much he trusts you all. And Gija's like, you think so? Him? Or and Yona's like, or maybe he went to meet women. Yona's like, what? As Gija's like, we're just about there. And look, there's a ship that's anchored. And you see Yun having noticed something as he goes, that's a pirate ship. Yona's like, huh? He goes, it definitely doesn't belong to a merchant or the government. And Gija goes, are you saying that's where the green dragon is? And Sinha goes, oh, wait. His presence just disappeared. And you see in town Huck going, oh, hey. As he sees Jaeha, or as he runs into Jaeha, goes, you're the guy from yesterday. Well, fancy meeting you again. Must be fate. And then Huck is like, you came back after what happened yesterday? What a coincidence. And Jaeha's like, I could say the same to you. Say, want to come somewhere with me? It's not far, since we ran into each other again. Huck's like, actually, And then Jaeha leans in and whispers, the thing is, someone's after me. And Huck's like, the authorities? He's like, something like that. He's like, don't worry, I won't get you involved. You see the next page, Huck is just staring in irritation. He's like, hey, so why are we here in the middle of the day? And you see them in what looks like a certain kind of cafe. I don't want to say it's a brothel, but that's the hints that are coming off of it. As Jaeha goes, it's easier to hide in a place like this. And Huck's like, really? It seems exactly like the kind of place that perv of an official might stroll into. And so Jaeha goes, this isn't your sort of spot? Huck goes, it's not that. I'm more into gambling dens, though. And he goes, anyway, we don't have time to hang around here. And you see one of the women just coming and hanging onto Huck's back and be like, no, stay a lot longer, mister. And he gives her a hard stare and he's like, huh? And she swoons with a thump. And then one of the others goes, "It's just, your eyes are so piercing, sir." And Jaeha's like, "Oh, can you try that on me? Looks fun." Huck's like, "I didn't do anything." He goes, "Anyway, there's tons of gorgeous women where I come from. This isn't that exciting for me." Jaeha goes, "Really? Where might that wondrous place be?" Huck's like, "Foo." I was like, "Never mind. Hey, there's some unusual clothes you're wearing. Where were you born?" Jaeha's taken aback by this. He goes, "Huh? Me? Well, I..." And you can see both of them just giving the look of, how do I avoid answering any of this guy's questions? As Jaeha goes, "Here, I was born here. These clothes were imported from the Kai Empire." And Huck's like, "The Kai Empire, huh? We're in a poor town after all. You can get all manner of things here. Speaking of the town, there's something weird about this place." You see Huck going, "At first glance, everything seems normal, but everyone's eyes are so lifeless. Is there something going on?" And you see that Jaeha silently contemplated for a moment, and then he grins as he goes, "You're quite sharp, aren't you? Ji, the man who controls all of Awaport, is extremely powerful. All the townspeople fear him." And Huck's like, "Oh?" And Jaeha goes, "He does nasty business that the government doesn't know about." And Huck's like, "Nasty how?" He goes, "Human trafficking." Huck's like, "Are you serious?" Jaeha goes, "Mostly women and children. He's a filthy bastard. Slavery is illegal in this country, but with a new king on the throne, who knows what'll happen? Depriving someone of their freedom is the most despicable act imaginable. Anyone guilty of it should be buried so they can rot and be reincarnated as roses. Don't you agree?" And Huck goes, "Well, I work as someone's bodyguard." Jaeha's like, "What, you poor thing?" And Huck's like, "Hardly. It's by choice." And he goes, "Oops, maybe I said too much. This guy sure can't talk. He draws you right in." And he goes, "I just don't understand you." And as he looks back, you see a bunch of women just swooning over Jaeha. Huck goes, and he sure seems to like having a good time. And Jaeha's like, "I wouldn't mind guarding you ladies, though, especially in your bed chambers." And they're like, "Eee!" And as they're continuing, Jaeha goes, "You seem pretty fixated..." Oh no, sorry, Huck going, "You seem pretty fixated on freedom. Did something happen to you?" And Jaeha's kind of contemplating what to tell him, where he goes, "Well, And you see, "Hey, what do you think you're doing?" And you see an angry Yun, and Yuna just looking at Huck from the street below. As Huck's like, "Oh shit, Yun, Your Highness, what are you doing here?" Then you see them just noting all the beautiful women that Huck's surrounded by. As he's like, "No, don't get the wrong idea. This guy dragged me in." And as he looks back, he goes, "Huh? He's gone?" And you see that Jaeha's again mysteriously vanished like Batman. So Huck jumps over the railing and onto the street. He goes, "Where did he go?" And Yun goes, "What are you doing in a place like this in the middle of the day, pervert?" And Huck's like, "I could ask you two that." And so you... Yun's giving him this your despicable look. He's like, "He just sends the green dragon around here, so he came." And he just whispers under his breath, "Pervert." And he says, "Sin Cow can't come into town, so he stayed back. We weren't expecting a place like this. Never mind finding you in there." And Yun's like, "Yona, say something to him." And Yona's just silent as Huck's like, And then Yona goes, "Huck, don't get the wrong idea. Or no, Huck's like, "Don't get the wrong idea. And Yona goes, "Next time you want to come to a place like this, just say so. It's not something I'd realize on my own." Oh boy. Huck's just like, "Oh, this dumbass," as he goes, "It's not what you think." And Jones off to the side just clapping, going, "Well said, thank you." And then Huck's thinking back as he goes, "But where the heck did that guy disappear to?" And you see Jaeha just hiding out on the roof again as he goes, "Oh, that was a close call. I got so wrapped up in the conversation I didn't even notice the white dragon was nearby." And he goes, "I thought I sent someone else, and they disturbed me somehow. Wonder what that was. Why are the white dragon and the blue dragon together? I don't know what they want with me. He thinks back to Huck asking him, you seem pretty fixated on freedom. As Jaeha goes, of course I am. The legendary 4 dragon warriors and some master we're supposed to protect? That's ludicrous. Submitting to some fate that was foisted onto me when I was born goes against everything that appeals to me. And goes, I'm going to escape that fate. The Crimson Dragon King himself could appear in front of me, and I'd kick him away without a second thought. As we get into chapter 27 end. The next page we have Gi-Gan going, what? He lied to Her Highness so he could visit a place like that? I misjudged him. And Yun's just stoking the fires. He's like, oh, there he was, surrounded by women in clothes that left nothing to the imagination. And Huck's like, hey, wait. Can you guys listen to me for a second? Gi-Gan, Yun, don't say things like that. And you see chapter 28, The Pirates of Awa. As Yona goes, even Huck wants to go have fun with women sometimes. And Huck's just getting madder and madder. He's like, you shouldn't comment on things you obviously know nothing about. And Yun's like, can you say that? You can say that, but what if he finds a lover and leaves? Yona's like, huh? She'd never considered this idea. And Gi-Gan's like, don't worry, Your Highness. Even if he abandons you, you have me and Sinha. And once the Green Dragon joined us, we won't need him at all. And you see Huck just grabbing his bag and throwing it at Gi-Gan's head as he goes, oops, how careless of me. And you see them just about to start a fight. As Yun goes, settle down, we can't have a monster battle here. And you see a clench as someone grabs, or as Huck senses something, he grabs everyone and pulls them into an alleyway. As he goes, quiet. And he sees some officials going by, and he goes, okay, they're gone. Yun's like, what was that about? And Huck goes, local officials, we don't want them seeing us. If you're done, we should get out of here. It's like, yeah, we do stand out. So you see, so is the Green Dragon in town? I don't sense his, and then, what is his name? God, why did my brain just draw a blank? Sorry, Gi just going, I don't sense his presence anymore. Just had a complete brain fart there. And you see, as the lady that Huck and Jaeha saved the other day stops in front of him, and he goes, oh, and Huck goes, oh, from yesterday. And she bows and goes, yes, thank you for your help. And Huck asks, is it safe for you to be out here with the officials around? And she goes, I still have to work, so there's no choice. And Yona's just like, a girl? And Yun's like, again? And Huck's like, well, let's go someplace else. And you see them all just giving him this intense stare as they're like, is she a friend? How does he know her? What's this about yesterday? Is she your lover? And you see them hiding out in a tea room as they go, what? You punched and kicked local authorities? And Huck's like, yeah, but technically another guy did the kicking. And you have, what is it? You have Yun going, wow, what a brave passerby. Never mind him. How could you cause a scene like that, Thunder Beast? And the girl he saved, it looks like she's a waitress in the tea house. As she goes, but he saved me. We can't defy town officials. And Yun goes, do they often do stupid things like that in broad daylight? And she's like, yes, they trash stores and take women who catch their eyes. All we can do is try not to upset them. So you see just a scene of these officials going and kicking over tables and causing a ruckus. And you see Yang Kumji, and Yun's like, Kumji? And Huck's like, I hear he controls all of Awa. Everyone here seems terrified of him. He's like, yes, the officials are all under Kumji's influence. Anyone who wants to do business here has to pay exorbitant taxes to Kumji. There are rumors of wrongdoing, but there's nothing we can do. It's been this way since King Il's rule. I understand a new king has been crowned, but nothing will change in this town. And Yona's like, no wonder the people here seem so listless. Gija's like, you think so? It struck me as a lively little place. And you see Yona going, it seems lively at first glance, but most people's smiles seem forced. And you see Huck just side-eyeing her as he goes, she may not know the town well, but Her Highness noticed those details. And you hear, what about pirates? It's like, pirates? Behind some rocks outside town, there's a ship that looks like it belongs to pirates. Doesn't having them in the area make things even more dangerous? And the waitress goes, oh, not at all. Those people have never harmed us. And Yun's like, really? And she's like, I mean, yes, they attack ships, but only ships belonging to Yang Kumji. And you see out in the harbor, there's an alarm, I assume, sounding as someone goes running up going, how's the cargo? One of the officials, so it's two officials on the boat. One of them comes running up and goes, how's the cargo? Another goes, all loaded. We just have to turn it over to the people at the port. It's like, hey, look out. Any suspicious ships in sight? He goes, nothing. It's like, good. That's reassuring. The pirates didn't hear that we're moving tonight. We were extra careful this time. No one should know about our plans. And Sheer, excuse me. He's like, yeah, what is it? What kind of cargo's getting moved? And he goes, you're asking that now? It's that new narcotic we smuggled from the Kai Empire. So what do you plan to do with it? What do you think? We'll sell it in town and make tons of money. There are other uses too. It's like, oh, that's not good. Actually, it's not nice at all. The two officials are kind of going, lookout? As the lookout sways and topples over, and he's been knocked out and the rope has been looped around him. And you hear, huh? What's going on? Hey, lookout! And you see, oh, I guess I didn't introduce myself. I switched places with him a while ago. I'm the handsome new guy. So you see Jaeha just grinning as he's in the crow's nest. The official's like, why are you? Who are you? And then he kind of makes a slushing noise and goes, take a look at that. Is that what you meant by a suspicious ship? I have to quickly just go back and see what the captain's name was. Give me a second here. Sorry, I'm terrible with names. Where is it? Hey. Almost there. Captain Gi-Gan. So Captain Gi-Gan pulls up alongside the other ship. As they're just like, pirates! Captain Gi-Gan goes, take her down, young guns. And you see a bunch of people just dashing off the ship as they're board the other one. And you're pirates! It's like, all hands, positions, return fire! And you have Jaeha going, it's a bit late to get into position. That's the trouble with the official. And you see a whoosh as one of the officials, as he's kind of sighting downwards, shoots an arrow that just nicks his hand as it swings by. And he goes, what a refreshing breeze, as he just licks the blood off his hand. And with a whoosh, he glides down as he goes, have to admit, this ability is tremendous. And he goes right back at you as he sends a bunch of blades flying. And you see a thok as they nick the official on the way down. And you see he can fly? And you have good night, sweet dreams, as you see more fish as he launches more blades. You see one of the officials going, filthy pirates, you dare? Time to die! And you see Jaeha just casually coming down and stamping on the official. He goes, hey, are you having trouble with officials? And one of the other pirates is like, stop fooling around and help me, Jaeha. Jaeha's like, if you can't take care of things yourself, the captain will toss you overboard. And the guy goes, I can't help it. I was just a fisherman until 5 years ago. And Jaeha's like, which means you've been a pirate for 5 years. And you hear one of the other pirates going, Captain Gi-Gan, I found the drugs. And she goes, burn them along with the ship. Slowpokes. And you see her back on her ship, just watching the other ship burn and sink into the sea. As she goes, I guess Kumji's not here. What about the officials? And the pirates go, we crammed them into a lifeboat. It's like, I hope you didn't kill them. It's like, oh, Captain, you're too strict. They're all happy to kill us, but we're supposed to hurt them, not kill them? It's like, he's right. Ava would be better off with them dead. And she just takes a puff of her pipe and puffs it out and goes, you may be fools, but I love you all. And I'm not going to turn the people I love into killers. And they're having the exact same reaction I'm having because I love her so much. As we're all like, it's like, Mom, we love you. And she just turns around and goes, I don't recall giving birth to clods like you. Stay back, it's getting stuffy. And then she goes to Jaeha and goes, you usually complain louder than anyone. What's the matter, Jaeha? You're awfully quiet. Jaeha goes, it's just, my right leg's been throbbing since yesterday. And Captain Gi-Gan's like, I bet you enjoy it. And Jaeha's like, actually, I kind of do. The captain just gets annoyed. She's like, want me to step on it? And he's like, thanks, Captain. It's fine now. Thanks to you stepping on me. He's like, I wonder what's wrong. He's like, it's never happened before. And Captain Gi-Gan goes, a dragon's leg allowing you to practically fly. It's an ancient power, but it never ceases to amaze me. And you see the other pirates commenting, yeah, I'm so jealous of Jaeha's ability. So cool, like you're flying through the sky. Having you at our back in a fight is so reassuring. The guy just gives a happy grin as he turns around and goes, gotta say, I'd rather have some beautiful girl relying on me. Hearing that from sweaty, smelly guys is no fun. And they're all just taken aback, but they're just like, how dare you? It's like, forget it, droopy eyes, pervert, lecher, get lost, boo, boo. And you have Captain Gi-Gan going, why can't you be more accepting? Jaeha goes, oh, I'm very accepting. It just makes me uneasy. I'm too comfortable here. 13 years ago, I ran away from my village. I found this place after a long, difficult journey. No one here thought I was creepy, even after learning what I could do. No one gossiped. They're such foolish, good people. And Captain Gi-Gan's like, it's just that no one's interested in that stuff. And Jaeha's all offended. He's like, huh? No fair. I want you to be interested in me. And then you have the little author note going, and even if no one talks about it, he starts leaping around. That's the nature of the one with the dragon's leg. Jaeha goes, anyway, I plan to be a pirate for a long time. Please let me stay, Captain. And she's like, haven't your friends come for you? And Jaeha goes, friends? You mean the dragons? Ha! Are you joking? They're total strangers. Captain Gi-Gan goes, speaking of friends, I could use a little more fighting power. We've got injured among us, and Kumji has been using more and more men. Sooner or later, we'll find out where they're selling people. I expect it's going to be a bloody battle. And we have Jaeha going, it's not like you to be weak-hearted, Captain Gi-Gan. And she goes, I can't send our clods to their death. Isn't there someone young and handsome somewhere? And you have Jaeha going, there's someone very young and handsome right in front of you. And he stops for a moment as a light bulb goes off. He goes, wait, I know somebody. And Captain Gi-Gan's like, I'm not talking about you. Settle down. And he's like, I don't mean me. How rude. It's like, no, I met a guy in town. He's young and handsome, all right. Captain Gi-Gan's like, oh, and is he strong? And he's like, I only got a glimpse, but he's dangerous. Captain Gi-Gan's like, strong enough to be dangerous, He's like, yeah, handsome guy who's strong enough to be dangerous. Get a rush being around him. And he's like, he's just your type, Captain. And Captain Gi-Gan's like, recruit him immediately. Jaeha goes, I'm on it. And you see a man who strikes powerful blows with a body that's marvelously toned from training. A man with a noble spirit who can't help but rescue damsels in distress. He's perfect. The perfect person to fight beside me. He's like, hold on. You mentioned something about being a guard for someone. Yeah, give me a second. This page. And then he just does the whole carefree dance. He's like, doesn't matter. With my seduction techniques, he can't turn me down. I'll go into town to look for him. Thinks positive. He's like, wait for me. He's like, hold on. I don't even know his name. And back with Huck, and Huck just shudders. He's like, huh? And you see Gita just looking off. He's like, where could the green dragon be? As we have chapter 28 end, and then we get to chapter 29 ties. And we see a little map of where Yona is currently located for anyone that's interested. And you see Jaeha as he's stepping off the ship, and one of the pirates calls out, going to town again? Been going there a lot lately. He goes, yeah, I'm doing some headhunting today. Then we go back to Huck again, who's shuddering as he goes, I've had this nasty feeling since yesterday. And you see that Yona and Yona are accompanying him. And Yona's like, we made Sinha stay behind alone again. We have to find Green Dragon quickly. And you see Yona going, you can't stand strange places. And Pukyu and Sinsat coming with us. And you see poor little Sinha just grabbing Huck's spear as he just crouched and huddled over, sitting next to a bush, looking all forlorn. And you see Gija, where's the Green Dragon? Gija's like, he's here in town, I think. He's so swift and keeps moving around. And you see a shatter. As you're, stop, please stop. You're, shut up. And Yona's like, what? And you hear Huck going, an official's making trouble in that shop. And you see an official just beating up on someone. And you see Yona's just getting mad as she's watching this. She's trying to hold herself back. And you see Gija's also the same as he goes, no, Your Highness, I'll take care of it. And Huck holds him back and goes, you'd be too conspicuous. Stand back, I'll. And Yun goes, follow your own advice, Thunder Beast. He goes, listen, you weirdos, do you not understand the situation at all? Gija's like, but... He goes, I heard rumors that pirates shanked Kumji's ship last night, so the authorities are really worked up. And then I was like, I understand, we have to lie low for now. And you hear, hey. And Huck says, hey, as he's glanced off to something to the side. And he goes, I have to go someplace. Look after Her Highness. Yun's like, hey, wait, Thunder Beast. It's like, what's his hurry? And then Yona looks at the board he was looking at. She goes, oh. And Yun and Gija also look and they go, oh. And you see this terrible wanted poster with the and you see suspect in incident yesterday at Port of Awa, reward 100,000 Z, tall black-haired male with slanted eyes, order of the magistrate of the post of Awa. And you just see this ridiculous rendition of Huck. And Jaeha's just losing it over. He's like, ha 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 ha. He's like, it's hideous, but it's obviously him. I recognized him at a glance. He's like, cackle, cackle, cackle. Yep, that's him, all right. Be easy to recruit him now that he's a wanted man. There's nowhere for him to run. And you see Huck just stealthily creeping up behind him. He goes, recruit who? And Jaeha's like, Problem is, I don't know his name. Wow! And you see Huck going, you sure you should be laughing? You're on a wanted poster too. It's all over town. Jaeha turns around and is like, me? And he sees also another poster that just looks as terribly drawn as Huck's. And he's just like, ha ha ha, what a funny face. And Huck's like, that's your face. It's a good likeness. And Jaeha's like, I'm sorry, could you speak up? And Huck's like, it's your face. It's a good likeness. And you see them just getting all gloomy. It's like, those damn officials must be blind. You said it. And you see them just having built a little fire where they're burning the posters. And Jaeha's like, oh, right. It's like, you. I almost forgot why I'm here. I was looking for you. And Huck's like, huh? It's like, there's no way you're getting me to that kind of place again. Go by yourself. Jaeha's like, no, I came looking for you. It's like, because I want you. And he just grabs both of Huck's hands. And you see all the passerbys just whispering as their minds are going to dirty places. And Huck's just like, look, I don't swing that way, as he turns around and waves by. And Jaeha's like, no, hold on. Don't get me wrong. I really think you're a good guy. Look, we can't talk here. Let's go somewhere private. And you see him just trying to drag Huck back as Huck's just trying to get away. And he goes, and what'll you do once we're alone, you jerk? And he goes, it's like, back off. And he just punches him and sends him flying back. And Huck's like, huh? It's like, crap, I hit him too hard. And you see him Jaeha just staggering back up, Terminator style, with a smirk. And you see Huck's just disgusted and taken aback because he's like, he's laughing? He's bleeding. Why does he look so happy? What a freak. You see Jaeha being like, I felt that blow. And Huck's like, oh, he's talking again. This guy's dangerous. And he turns heel and starts running away. And he goes, you think you can get away from me? And then Jaeha's spider senses tingle as Yona comes running up going, Huck! And you see Huck going, Princess, it's better if we're not seen together in town. And Yuna goes, Gija sensed the green dragon around here. And he's like, what? Gija's like, I'll search in this direction. And Huck's like, oh, hey. And Yona's like, what were you doing, Huck? You seem to be in a rush. And he goes, oh, I was being chased by a weirdo. She's like, a weirdo? And he goes, you don't need to hear the details, Your Highness. And Huck goes, he's not coming after me anymore. It's the first time I was ever scared of anyone. And he goes, he's not going to come near me again. And you see that Jaeha has once again absconded to the roof with his powers. As he goes, the white dragon's back. This is awful timing. At this rate, I won't be able to recruit him for our crew. But I never let my prey escape. And he goes, sorry, but I'm persistent. And he goes, time to start seducing him again. And then his spidey senses tingle again. He goes, this feeling. And you see a sway and a whoa. I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Yikes. And you see a crack, crumble as he apparently falls off the edge of the roof. He goes, ow, it's a good thing I'm so resilient. And then he's staring in surprise as Gi-Ja's running right by him. And Gi-Ja just looks at him. He's just like, oh, shit. And you see Yona looking at Jaeha's poster. She goes, hey, Huck, is he the man who helped save that woman? And Huck's like, yeah, I don't know who he is, but I'd like to meet him. Oh, no, that's Yona going, I'd like to meet him. And Huck's like, not a good idea. And you see that Huck's only destroying his own wanted posters and leaving poor Jaeha's up. And you see, as Yona runs off to the shop, which was attacked earlier. Huck goes, that's the shop from earlier. He's like, Your Highness? And Yona goes running in. Boy. And you see the shop's just been completely destroyed. And you see the mother and father just kind of kneeled in the middle of the wreck. And you see that the little kid has been beaten up as well. The father goes, he isn't moving. My boy struck back at that official. They hit him and he hasn't moved since. And you see that tears are starting to come to his eyes, and you see that Yona's furious as she's taking in this scene. And you see Yun's going and trying to help to do what he can. And Yona, kind of trembling with her hand, grabs Huck by the back and goes, Huck, what can we do to help them? And Huck goes, Yona, we're powerless right now. And she goes, I know that. What's done is done, but I can't use being powerless as an excuse. Especially if this town has been struggling since my father ruled. How? How can they do such a thing? Is there really nothing I can do? Anyhow, for the first time, I thought, what a fool I was. I finally escaped from my childhood prison in the village of the Green Dragon. I hid myself again and again. I erased any trace of myself that the other dragons could find. And I finally found a safe haven. I was confident I could escape here too, but after all that, my downfall was my butt fits so perfectly into this jar I can't get out. Oh, boy. I can't believe I rolled the laughing. That is too perfect. His perfect bubble butt got stuck in the jar. And he goes, I give up, I really do. It's like, anyway, well, how do you do, White Dragon? Jaeha goes, I prefer not to meet you all this time, but we do share the same blood after all. And the White Dragon with the unusual hand is quite a striking young man, And you see Gi-Ja just getting all excited. He's like, I found the Green Dragon! It's like, gotcha! And just lifts him up with the pot and starts carrying him. And Jaeha's like, huh? I have to go like this? He's like, talk about fate. He literally descended from the sky. And he's just trotting away. And Jaeha's just like, hey, White Dragon, calm down. This is too conspicuous. We're not supposed to stand out. And you have Gi-Ja just pausing for a second. He just goes, huh? Huh? So you have a very unusual bottom. Jaeha's like, how swollen is my butt anyway? Did you just notice? Are you a complete twit? And Gi-Ja goes, we've been searching for you for ages. And Jaeha's like, oh, we're having this talk now. Lovely. And Gi-Ja goes, our master awaits. And Jaeha just gives him this absolutely serious look as Gi-Ja goes, Dragon brother, together we'll protect our master. And then Jaeha goes, oh, is he a king or something to need protection? And Gi-Ja's like, no, not right now. Our master is... Jaeha goes, unfortunately, as he slams his foot into the vase to break it with the blam. He goes, I really like the life I have now, and there are things I want to do. so don't feel like listening to a stranger who tells me to follow. Sorry about that. And Gi is like, wait, you're a dragon, aren't you? Dragons live and die protecting their masters. It's been thousands of years, and finally, our masters come in search of us. We're not just dragons who share a bloodline. Generations of our kind have yearned for this. And Jaeha goes, oh, spare me. Are you some kind of puppet? Forget about generations of yearning. Do your dreams have anything to do with it? If you're doing as you're told without questioning anything to protect this master, that's a tragedy, not some wish come true. I feel sorry for you, White Dragon. And you see Gija's completely taken aback by this response. And you see a whoosh, whoosh, as Jaeha's flying back over the roof. And you see, oh, as he spots Huck down below. He goes, there he is. He lands with the, hey. He's like, hey, hey, hey. He's like, sorry about earlier. I wanted to talk to you. And Huck's like, the last thing my grandpa told me was don't talk to strangers. And he goes, sorry. You have Jaeha finally introducing himself as he goes, I'm Jaeha. That's my name. And also, I'm a pirate. Now we're not strangers anymore. Huck's like, what do you want? Jaeha goes, my captain wants to recruit you. Actually, I recommended you. I like your strength. I want you to join force. I want to join forces and Huck goes, no thanks. And Jaeha's like, and I like your bluntness. Come on, just meet my captain once. I guarantee you a good deal. Your master can come too. And Huck's like, that gets a bigger no. And Jaeha's like, this master must mean a lot to you, but don't worry. And you hear, Huck, sorry to keep you waiting. As Jaeha's spider senses go off, as you see, oh, who might you be? As Yona comes up behind him, and we have a thump, chapter 29, and as we finish volume 25 of Yona, volume 25, volume 5 of Yona of the Dawn. So quick recap or review before I kind of round this out. So like I said again, I do like how we're doing almost a slice of life / Pokemon where she's going around collecting all the dragons. But I think the biggest reason I love this chapter is we're starting to kind of see, the aspects of the bigger picture. Where you have Yona who's still grieving, what happened to King Il and how her life was upturned so quickly. And she really hasn't had a moment to kind of sit down and process her grief, kind of learn to overcome it and heal from it and just have time to, process everything that happened because it's been so rapid fire where she's like, I can't just sit idle because I do need, to go rescue my people. I need to find the people who can help me kind of restore my kingdom. And then hand in hand with that, we have, on the other hand, we have Yona kind of finally learning how much her privilege has shielded her from, everything that's been going on in the kingdom. And how her naivete and ignorance has kind of been, has really cloistered her from everything that's been kind of going on. And it's been a lot for her to kind of process that along with her grief for her father, because you have all these people kind of bad-mouthing King Ilby for saying, well, he wasn't a good king, even if he had good values, whatever, he was allowing people to suffer to an extent. And so for Yona to kind of have to grapple with that, where she's grieving the father she knew, and then kind of seeing what effect his rule has had on the people and how they've been affected by it and how they view him, that's been a lot for her to kind of emotionally process. So it is, very heartbreaking to kind of see her having to go through so much and kind of keep it repressed for the benefit of everyone around her. So I'm interested for eventually going to get to a point where she is able to kind of fully process all the grief and everything she is feeling right now and is able to move on. So I'm hoping we do get into larger politics of the world as well and figure out, why King Il wasn't as good a ruler as he could have been. What was holding him back and what Yona's going to do differently. So I'm looking forward to that, as well as hopefully learning more about the Green Dragon and, kind of what drives him, what motivates him, What is he looking for? What's his past and everything like that. I love how all the green dragons are kind of similar but distinctive from each other, and how they view, the powers they've been given, how they view their role as the dragon protectors, and how the past has kind of shaped each of them. So I'm looking forward to diving into Jaeha's kind of past, learning about, and eventually when he joins the group, kind of seeing how they all interact with each other. But this is a good volume. I'm actually starting to really love this series the more I get into it. A lot of the emotional moments are very powerful and very striking. So I'm looking forward to kind of getting deeper into that once we get back into the larger plot. So like I said, we'll hopefully have the other volume 6 read through out sometime next weekend. But yeah, hope you all enjoyed my the second half of my read through of Yona and the review. If you do like all of my videos, please do like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I would love to reach 100 subscribers at some point this year. Really, really close. So any support you all can provide with helping me get there, it would be really great. It means a lot. But I do appreciate all the support and love, all you've already shown me and this channel. And until next time, this is Ash. I'll talk to you all later.